Listen, I am your host, Mike McKenna. I'm here with the Three Halls, and they're talking about cock drops. I'm here with super producer Jalen Hall, Gregory Hall, and also Gary Hall. And today we are going to start off immediately with Jonathan Majors, where this man completely fumbled his interviews that he's had lately when it came to justifying his guilty verdict. It seemed like everything was like the evidence looks like he was innocent, but for whatever reason, when he started explaining it, it sounded like he was 100% guilty. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw his interviews, but they were bad.
I'll say this one day. I don't know if I was watching something, and was he running from his girlfriend?
Yeah, in one clip.
Yeah, I saw it just like he took off, and what was that?
So he was stuffing her in the back of an Uber.
He was what?
He was stuffing her. This has been concluded as factual statements. Right. Yeah. Stuffing, pushing this woman into the back seat of a car.
Get in that Uber.
And then violently ripping the phone out of her hand, taking off and making her chase after him because she was a victim, not him, but he ran through the streets terrorizing everyone around because we all know what happens whenever we see a black man running. Other black people are going to run. Then it's going to start a riot and all types of
you almost right. Because go out here and take out run.
Well, I need to know at what point James stopped telling the truth there. Like, so what was that all lies?
No, the riot shit was a lie.
Okay.
But that was just
made up.
Right. But yeah, apparently he pushed her in the back of an Uber, was trying to get his phone, and then
she had his phone.
Yeah.
His wallet. His life. His everything.
Right.
Like all my connection is hooked up because the new thing is that's our new thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that a person, that's you can't grab my phone. That's assault.
Damn,
it's assault.
Right.
I mean, it's assault, a charge,
and I have the right to defend myself
if you grab my phone.
And it's like robbery.
It's personal property.
Yeah, it's robbery.
So
can I grab my phone from me?
But
I can't.
Can I break out the clip
of them?
No, I'm saying the clip. You take a cup.
Oh, if Jonathan Majors tried to stand his ground in that situation, that would have been crazy.
Yeah,
right. So he did the right thing, snatching and running.
But no, let him finish it. So what point? So he took.
So allegedly, the point that they claimed to be an assault on her was whenever he snatched his own phone, out of her hand, and then also he made a phone call prior to the situation.
Then he gonna that hoe up.
After,
because she took my phone. That's what he said.
Saying that she was unconscious.
Who said that?
Jonathan Majors.
He said she was unconscious.
Yeah, at some point she was unconscious. Probably, allegedly, maybe something like that. Either she was drunk or on drugs, or he might have knocked her out. We'll never truly know
is a big
because he never
kind of fella.
Fully explained the situation.
You seen him in what you call it, right?
Okay.
2. What's the name of that movie? 2? Creed 2.
Yeah.
He looked like he fight.
I mean, they all look like it.
He looked like he could fight.
But Michael B. Jordan looked like he could fight.
Yeah, but he got his ass whooped in.
Rocky looked like he can fight.
In that one movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, and he was 5'2".
Yeah, for Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, so,
they all look like they can fight. It's a movie.
Give or take it in.
You put me in one of those boxing films, I don't want to look like I could throw down.
Yeah.
No, they're going to have you as a sparring partner.
No, you get trained up. You get ready.
You're going to be sparring partner material. You're going to do the role of sparring partner. Me too.
Well, no, you know that Michael B. Jordan started off like my size. They pump you up, they make it swole. They throw Vaseline all over you, make it glisten.
They do. Yeah,
he looks buff now.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but he's not a big
camera
dude,
shot.
but
filters.
This is Cameron.
I'm telling you, I know how this works. They just they prop you up there. I mean, I know the people like the people who are gangsters on TV, the nicest, softest people you can find. Like they just kind, but they really great at playing gangster.
Look at the old movies.
Yeah.
And then look at the gangsters they had playing. And now look at them now. Most of them dudes was soft as tissue.
Yeah.
You look at some of these movies back in the day and you like, and then you look at it like, now most of them playing a little switch up role. You know what I'm saying? Or some soft character or whatever. But most of these dudes, they pick for gangsters, because you even think about it. Boys in the Hood. It was Ice Cube, Ricky. Then you had Cuba Gooding Jr. Then,
But they wasn't playing gangsters though.
But they was in the hood.
It's soft niggas in the hood.
No, they was potentially a gang.
No.
Because soon as soon as some jumped off,
hold on, let him finish.
Soon as some jumped off, Cuba jumped in the car. Cube them was. They was gangsters. People look kids.
Cuba.
All them little dudes.
And
they
what
was
did he
gangsters.
say? Let me out, dog.
Yeah, he realized.
I ain't no gangster.
Yeah, he realized.
Let
that
me
ain't
out, dog.
But that was his character.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I'm saying. He got caught up for a second.
Too far on a tangent. Do y'all think that Jonathan Majors is actually guilty in the situation?
He probably got some guilt. What they saying he did?
I think he just got caught up in some
What is he in
bull.
trouble for?
I don't think he really did.
I'm not gonna say what is he in trouble for before I say he's guilty or not.
What it is apparently the defense that he went on was the wrong defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the crime
That Mike Tyson defense.
Okay.
Like he chose to defend the wrong, like the
wrong crime.
Yeah.
So
That's why
basically,
he's
he gonna get blackballed.
He did this.
He lost his Marvel character.
Yeah,
and that's gazillions of dollars.
Yeah,
but
he
apparently
finna
his
get
defense
paid.
that he went for was
It
wrong.
was the charge is reckless assault in the 3rd degree, and it is a non-criminal charge of harassment as a violation.
Oh my God!
So he didn't do nothing,
Kinda.
and he threw his career away.
Right.
Yeah.
He threw his career.
The thing is crazy.
That
Like,
snowflake.
He
that
like
snowflake
Pee Wee
effect.
Herman in the theater,
what?
jacking out.
In the adult theater.
No, that's a crime. It is.
I mean, but
Indecent
it was in an
exposure.
adult theater.
Indecent
They ain't
exposure.
finna do no time.
You know.
In an adult theater.
Yeah.
But you can't be.
clarify.
And,
But it's still
to a
indecent
certain degree,
exposure.
Yeah.
you know, they might give you a little leeway. You know, you are in there watching dirty movies.
I just
You know what I'm saying? You
it just
might get a
seems
little
silly
leeway
that
on that.
it's just going to end because of like this. It's a misdemeanor of all things at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
why does his career just basically get completely derailed?
So when did his career start?
Because white people-
Because the only time I remember him is in the Cowboy movie. Then I realized he was in other stuff prior to
and then you realize he's in a million other movies.
prior to that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hey,
Kind of like
Clint,
Michael B. Jordan.
No, Michael
No,
B.
he's been
Jordan
acting since he
came
was a
up.
kid.
See, that's
I
what I'm
watched
saying.
him came up.
I didn't know that was him.
I don't think
It's just like on the corner or something he was
right.
in.
No, but what
And The Wire.
The Wire. He was on the
he was
Wire.
also in
Yeah.
Hardball.
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, he was in Hardball too.
Right.
Michael B. Jordan's
Yeah.
been actually
A
acting
long,
as a
a
kid.
long time. Fruitville
Yeah.
Station
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff. So
But
it's not like
But
he
he
knew.
had a name by Fruitville.
Yeah, but
damn,
see,
yeah.
Jonathan Major's name wasn't like that.
He
I
just
don't-
popped on the scene.
Hey, this is
know.
why they call industry
I
plants.
don't think
Yeah.
he's an industry plant. I think perhaps Michael B. Jordan just knew of him or saw him and selected him. He didn't get planted.
No, he was.
well,
Jonathan
he
Ma-
can't-
hey, did you see that Cowboy movie?
What?
I haven't,
with,
seen I haven't seen it yet.
with Regina King
It's on
and
the Black. It was Concrete Cowboy, I think.
no,
ain't seen it.
It's with the black
But-
guy.
I know Lakeith
James
Stanfield
Bond. They
and-
wanted him to play James Bond.
It was,
I know you talking
I know
about.
which movie you're talking about. You told me to watch it.
Dang, what's his
It wasn't
name?
Concrete Cowboy or something else.
Used to be in the Wire.
The Wire, yeah.
What's his name? What is his name? Malik? Not I about to say Malik. Yo,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's on
he-
Netflix.
Yeah, but the black
what
guy that
is his
used to
name?
be in The
He
Wire.
done did several.
And the Polar Bear movie.
Yeah,
No, he's a
What is
big
his
actor,
name?
dog.
Yeah.
The black guy.
I don't know
They
They
why.
wanted him to play James Bond.
Yeah, and they made a big controversy out of it. I can't.
He from Britain.
Yeah, black guy.
Oh, did he?
Was it the dude on the Black Mirror
Idris
episode?
Elba.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Elba.
Dang, why am I drawing
Blah,
blank?
blah, blah, blah. I
Idris
couldn't
Elba.
remember
I couldn't,
Idris
man.
Elba.
The other black man who's in
Idris
everything.
Elba.
I was about to say, is it the dude from Black Mirror that kissed his friend? But
No, not him. Latif. Ellen.
No, but Elba, he was in that Western. Him, Regina King. I mean, it was a star-studded. Dion Cole. This movie, man, I can't even think of the. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. And that's the first time I ever seen Jonathan Majors, and I didn't even know who he was. I knew the dude, the other quick draw dude from the TV show Atlanta.
Yeah.
Before I had no idea who Jonathan Majors was.
But then you look around, he's had a big catalog.
Right.
But see,
Then-
that's just kind of how it is with certain people. Like, you don't stumble across their movies. Some people also don't immediately get into something big. Sort of like that's what Kevin Hart was talking about in that interview. How did Cat Williams end up being from what he was to in his own solo like led movie and then being Kevin Hart?
Yeah, it's just
Like
he
that doesn't
blew
really that
up.
doesn't happen in like in a span of a year. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
These other guys' catalog has been over time. You see them in some weak movie that never got any attention, and then it was
Yeah.
something else, and then something else, and then boom, they got into some.
They
major
got
feature
that
film.
role.
When they
That
look
role.
at, when
Yeah.
they look at
That-
Kevin Hart and they go back, they go to Soul Plane.
Well, that
Right.
was his first.
Yeah,
feature
they're
film.
like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay.
his first major film.
Yeah,
It
okay,
was.
boom. And then you move on from that, and then all of a sudden,
He's in
he's
everything
the
big.
highest paid entertainer in Hollywood.
Pretty much.
One of 'em.
One of them.
He was the highest paid.
No.
He wasn't getting rock money.
He wasn't making the rock
I'm
money.
he
saying,
wasn't making rock money, dude.
Now, eventually,
He still ain't.
I'm
He still-
telling
Yeah,
you,
he's not.
go
G.
check.
No, he might have made more money total. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
that's what I'm saying. In a few years ago, he was the highest paid in a year.
Yeah, because he made the most
more
movies.
money
In 1 year.
Nah, I mean, I think Sep.
No,
no, it was
Sam Jackson is the highest paid
I'm saying
entertainer in
go
Hollywood. If you
look,
really want to know,
and he
really
was the
wanna-
highest
and-
paid
Okay.
for a minute.
I can't.
I don't
you
know Rock, but he was the highest paid
then
at
you
some
can't say
point.
that, 'cause
I don't know how y'all want to carve that up.
No, you
but
said for a
what
couple
I'm
of
saying,
years.
1 year or 2 years or 3 years, he made the most money.
That'll
years.
always argue a point that doesn't really matter. Did he make anything good?
I don't care about the movies.
like-
Nah, I'm just saying they
Make
paid him a
anything
lot of money,
good.
and I really didn't
Dude,
care.
I'm okay. I'm
for
gonna ask you
it,
this.
you know?
Do you think they paid him more money to make
Jumanji.
I don't.
They did.
Rock. All I'm saying is I read and I
that's what-
heard
okay, hold on.
that he was the highest paid at some point.
Okay, hold on.
That's all.
We just have to define it
I
this
ain't
way.
really caring about what he made.
We define highest paid as who was getting paid the most on each movie, not total like you've made throughout the year. You're looking at it as total. And I mean, if that's the case, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
But
I'm
no, because that's what that is. Because he doesn't make the most in every movie. He's not
Nah,
the
I ain't
main
saying he make the most in every movie.
You just-
I just
did say
saying.
that.
I know, but hold
Now
on.
he could have made 10 movies and made more money than somebody else, but Denzel might have made 2 or 3. Rock made it 2, and they made less because he made more movies.
And if
So
you just,
that could have been that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're looking at it from that point of view.
He grossed the most
yeah,
money.
yeah, he grossed the most. We're talking
for
about
a period?
yeah, and I'm saying he's probably accurate on that.
And
But
I'm not saying that it was hot.
But we're looking at it as like you got a feature film. Who's getting paid the most money? That's what we're looking at as like who gets paid.
Okay,
the
that I'm talking from
no, you're
whatever.
talking total, yeah.
that,
No, Kevin
yeah.
Hart, because he was in everything.
In a 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
and that's not even the case neither because he was not in more movies than Sam Jackson.
But Sam Jackson doesn't. Sometimes it depends on the film. Sam Jackson doesn't always make that much money in every film
No,
that he's in.
he gets a good.
He does get paid.
Sam
All
Jackson
you gotta do
is
is
the
Google.
highest grossing actor in.
yeah, because
Period.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's
'cause
also
he
been
made a
acting for
lot of
60
movies.
years. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean,
That's what I was saying.
but if we're talking
I-
a couple years, he's probably
for a
right.
minute there, Kevin Hart was making the most and doing the most.
Or he was doing the most, but
Yeah.
he wasn't. Like I said, Rock.
I'm
gets
saying you talking about a
100
gross.
we're
Oh,
debating- hold on.
Yeah, we done established what we were talking about.
We're
No, you
Actually,
looking at a period.
Actually, you're all wrong.
All wrong.
It's Tom Cruise.
I'm about to say Tom Cruise is making probably gazillions of dollars.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for
Yeah.
clarification.
Really? That's
Google
what I
and
was
see
really finna say.
What year was Kevin Hart
I was
paid the
just
most?
leaving it on black.
Because I know I heard.
You see what I'm saying?
Black.
Yeah.
I was just leaving it on black. But
mean-
really, it was Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't even close, really. is it?
Nowhere close.
And Tom doesn't.
What did you look up?
I said, who is the highest
That's
paid actor?
And I'm gonna say
By
Tom
movie.
Cruise.
Now look up who had made the most money.
It's probably Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and Sam Jackson.
Because I mean, Tom Cruise will make one movie will pay him more than other people
$100
do
million.
10
He'll
movies.
get $100 million.
But like I said,
to do.
if I'm making
what's
stuff
the
like
other
Kevin
one?
Hart
what's the
was
other
for a
one?
minute.
The other guy.
But no, the point being, G, is it don't matter if you make 10 movies. If you make 10 movies, make $5 million a piece.
I'm making more.
No, you're not. Not if he makes $50 million in one movie.
One
Yeah.
movie,
The highest
and you
gross-
did 10
Hold
movies for
up.
$5 million.
The highest grossing actress of all time.
Let me guess. Let's guess.
Meryl Streep.
Let's give us a hint.
She is a hero.
A hero. She plays a
Superhero?
hero
Yeah.
in a movie.
Yes.
Recent?
Older.
She's been a part of one of the biggest series of all time.
Oh.
Taylor
I'm
Swift?
surprised y'all don't even know. How do y'all not know
No, I'm
this?
just having a hard time like narrowing
Is
this
she
down.
black?
No.
No. You seen Taraji Money?
That's what you been complaining about?
Okay, then wasn't
No,
her.
ain't
Okay, it
black.
wasn't her. It wasn't no black girl. So it was a white woman. And give us one movie.
She's literally
Scarlett Johansson.
it's Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Okay.
God,
Think about that.
How much?
What she made?
With 14 billion.
Oh, my
973
God.
million.
You said how much?
14 billion.
Jesus Christ.
What was she doing?
Grossing.
Yeah, because she's made a lot of films. I
Right.
mean, you got
And
then
you
number
got to
two,
remember
those-
too.
those Marvel films.
Just like we didn't know who she was, we probably ain't seen two
Hey,
of her
now,
movies.
I do have to give Dad some credit. Number 2 is Robert Downey Jr. with 14,863 million.
That's with
then number-
Iron Man.
Number 3
Kevin Hart.
is Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Well, that was great.
That was me.
That's great.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, because no, I mean,
That's
Samuel is by
gross.
far the black.
That's
like the
gross.
black people.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Of all time.
But it's like in 2022, Kevin Hart might
He
have
was
made
hot.
it.
And people get
Yeah,
hot.
2020.
Shit. Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said,
That's all
Sexy
I'm
Red
talking about.
hot.
That's what I'm saying. So she probably be the highest grossing female artist this
She
year.
is. They said
But that don't mean she the
Rolling
highest grossing
Stone-
of all time.
Rolling Stone said Sexy Red was the hottest artist last year.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hottest.
And she
we
might
just
do
sit
that
there
for
and
2 or
watch the
3
video
years.
that we
But
couldn't even
that-
feel. You see what I'm saying?
You said you felt.
No, I'm just saying. We just watched. I did feel it.
Yeah.
The beat was good.
I felt what she was
The
saying.
beat was good, but I ain't.
But
pay
what I'm
attention.
saying is,
I-
it's a period. It's not
That's what
long term.
That's all I was saying for
a lot of mugs is hot for a couple of years.
2021 or 23 for a minute. Kevin Hart was making the most money because, and it was
You
based
keep
on.
wanting to put it on money. He
I'm just
wasn't
saying
making the most
because
money.
he was making a whole lot of material. See, that means Kevin Cruz could make one movie every now and then. 50 million, I'm good.
Well, but he makes more
I'm
than one
good.
movie.
That's
though.
more money.
But
I
that's the
mean,
thing.
I don't even have to even
But
worry.
it's still more
I
money.
mean, but say I made 2 or 3. I made 4.
Okay, well, I was trying
If
to.
I got $200 million.
So what you looking at
Yeah.
is if I make $25 an hour, if I
Versus-
make $750,000 an
I
hour,
don't have to work as hard.
then I
No.
make more money.
He still makes more
I mean,
money.
you make more
I
on
make
the
more
hour.
money if
All
I
I'm
make
saying,
$750,000
but when I'm not
an
making
hour.
that money, I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay.
I can make a whole bunch of material.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest.
That's it.
How many
Dad is
movies-
just arguing
I know,
whatever.
yeah, he
like,
just
wanna be
bullshit
like
ass
he
point.
made it.
You gotta do
I
but
know.
you're talking to people who
Yeah.
watch movies.
I'm saying just for that year,
I know, but
I made 10 and you made 1. And then, like
And
I
I
said,
made
but
$750,000 an hour. You made
But that's what I keep
$25
trying
an
to tell you,
hour.
like, Kevin
you
Hart-
worked every day,
Yeah.
365 days this year.
Yeah.
I worked 4 days.
because the
Yeah.
pay structure is like this.
I'm saying,
You know,
yeah,
what I
but
keep trying to tell you is Kevin Hart's never the first name on the top of the cast. Kevin Hart is never a lead character. He's always a,
Unless it was his.
but he's,
Certain movies, and they not blockbusters.
and they don't make that money like that.
Right, they
Yeah.
not blockbusters. Now he made some decent movies, like I say in the movie with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes, when Wesley Snipes was his brother, and that was a good. That was good. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting. It brought a different perspective
But it was a good
on
movie.
certain things.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't blockbuster.
Yeah, so you don't make the money.
No.
But just because you do a lot of work, don't you just
Yeah, you working.
yeah.
You
That's what I'm
working less
saying.
on an hour.
Yeah.
I show
And
up
that- and that's what
$750,000 an hour.
Hollywood
Just because you clocked a bunch of OT
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
mean-
That's what I'm
But that's what I'm
saying.
saying. But
You still
Hollywood
get paid less
is
than that.
based
Yeah.
on getting work.
Right.
Yeah, it's
But
based
no,
on
That
getting
means
work.
I'll
That's what
take
people
anything.
want.
I take anything.
That's what he was
I do
doing.
anything.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
No, that's what he was doing.
yeah,
it
he'll
was.
do
Yeah.
anything.
But that-
Basically, that's what they do.
But
In
they don't.
Hollywood,
No,
some of them do anything.
I mean, some, but they can't just do anything because you got to get casted for these roles. Like,
And,
Right.
Well, if I'm doing anything, I'm probably gonna get that role.
well, but you don't because
No, you gonna get that same role,
Role.
that same typecast role, and he played the same
Same character.
typecast
Which is the only
character.
reason why people-
and then it's like roll out.
It is
It
now.
is wore out.
That's
But
why
he
people-
did it for as long as he could.
Yeah, you ride the boat to
I mean,
the
he's still
And then he
high,
still
but it
got a
don't
movie.
still make
He
you
got
the
a movie coming
hottest.
out now, don't
No,
he?
he's still doing it. That's why but
Yeah.
people aren't watching the movies like that because people are kind of tired.
So
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like,
he's making what he's making out the movie is probably not as popular like you said because people drain with you. They waiting for Jonathan Majors to jump off, right?
he made better movies.
Hey, and now that's over. So who next?
I don't know.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
Jay's guy, Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield.
No,
was
no. He was in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
And he got that new movie.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
that
He was
Easy
in
E?
that cowboy
Yeah, he
western
was.
movie.
Yeah.
He
Was
was
he
one of the.
Easy E?
He was in that.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He is. And
Wasn't
you know
Easy
who else
in,
I like? Doughboy
Boys in
from
the
Atlanta.
Hood?
He be in a lot of movies.
Right.
He was in that movie with
Bullet Train.
that shit was good.
That was good.
That was good.
It was a
and
nice
he
movie.
plays he good.
Right.
He's a good, he got range. You want somebody that you can't just put in, they can't keep playing the same
Role.
dang on type character.
Okay.
Which, yeah, because that's
You
what
know,
happens is like people
You
do
get type of cast.
you get typecast and sometimes you get stuck as that
Yeah.
kid. And sometimes people
Like
don't have much.
Smokey. He said he didn't want to do that.
Exactly. He didn't want to do that
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
will. If your role is so famous and infamous,
Right.
you'll get stuck
there.
there. And that's
Yeah.
why he didn't ever
That's
want to
what
go
he
back
said.
to
He
Friday.
did say that.
Yeah.
And
He's
that's
like,
smart. It's smart for
Right.
his
I'm
career.
done.
Like, I don't want to do another
I
movie because
can't
you're going to
do
get
that.
stuck that
Right.
way. You will never be able to play another
I'm an
character.
If you
artist.
don't have projection.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Well,
what happens
people get
is,
stuck on what you are.
well, yeah, they
Right.
do. Because
No,
Yeah.
if there's an individual,
Jethro
he could
Bodine.
have. If they came and offered him $2 million,
It didn't matter. I don't think so at that point.
They probably did
They offered
offer him
him a
that
lot of
money,
money.
but you
They
have
wanted
to
that.
have
He said he didn't wanna
projection
do it.
as an individual. That's what he said. That's what I'm saying.
They couldn't do
Because
it.
the money on any other case, what's his name that took his place?
Day.
Yeah, Day.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
Yeah.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps don't
would've
care.
took
Yeah.
$500,000 to continue with the role over and over and over and
because
over
he
and
was
over.
cheaper labor.
Yeah, and Mike,
But if Mike Epps didn't mind those type of stereotypes.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he was trying to get work.
But sometimes
Yeah.
when you're trying to get a little bit bigger than what you are, you have to step away from that. And like he said, he did say,
And
I
you know
listened to
what?
an interview.
Yeah.
he didn't
I
have
listened to an
Mike
interview.
Epps out there like that either.
What?
Mike Epps wasn't. I mean, he did, but Smokey was
Smokey was Smokey.
Smokey. That's
There
what I'm
was
saying.
nobody else.
That's what I'm
over
saying. So
the
he didn't
Smokey.
take Mike Epps and try
But
to make
Mike
him
Epps
Smokey.
No, they just had to redo it.
Yeah, he just made him a different
because
character.
it's Day now.
Well, so they
Yeah.
had to make another character.
Yeah.
And Day, Day, and it
Yeah.
took him a minute to get out of that Day role
It did.
after doing a couple of them Day things. Then he don't want to keep just being Day.
Well, no, because it's just like what you were just saying. I
Yeah.
mean, it comes down to perception. What happens is, like you said, you play that role, you get typecast, you get stuck that way.
Right.
So anytime you do something really well, that's what they're going to remember.
And he
you
did
as.
it well.
And what happens is, a lot of the producers, directors, a lot of these guys in those industries think alike. They're not the most. Sadly, that's why a lot of movies are very similar, and that's why the best movies. Yeah, exactly. A lot of the better movies are movies made by auxiliary companies, independently made,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have more creativity instead of the same repeated narratives over and over
I
and
want to
over
see
again.
Smokey again.
Which another person, it was the Aber and Preach channel. They talked about it, and it makes
Yeah.
sense because it was like, well. And only know this because they talked about it in my acting class all the time. You get stuck, and these directors aren't always that creative. That's why you get so many black people in dresses, because it's like, hey, it worked with Martin. Hey, it worked with Jamie Foxx. Hey, it worked with this, individual.
Wilson.
Yeah, so you keep rolling another one out
always
there. Yeah, so you just keep rolling another one out there.
And they don't want to put this money up and lose.
Yeah,
They want to. It's like if you Smokey work, we need Smokey again because that's what made the money.
Yeah.
So if you can't give us Smokey, we ain't gonna give you the money to make. And that's kind of the hold up on a lot of these Friday movies is the strip. And some of the people don't, some of the people
And
want to
people
come
done
back.
died too, though.
And a lot, several of them done died.
Yeah, so that's
But the
and it's
thing
just
about
like,
it is,
some
you
of
think
it-
about it. Like Ice Cube and Mike Epps did another movie. They did a couple of movies together,
cop
right?
movie, yeah.
They did Yankee Promoters, right?
Yeah, now they need to make a 2 on that.
They are. They is supposed to be coming out.
I saw it, but it didn't read.
if you
Yeah.
remember, Yankee
read.
Promoters 1, he kind of he getting out of the Day role. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was
Sometimes-
still Day.
No, he wasn't. He was
just as crazy
he was
as
red.
Day.
He was red.
Yeah, but he was still Day.
No. See,
I mean, He wasn't too far.
I had to see it.
Oh,
You got to watch Janky Promoters.
I
had to watch
did.
it. No, I'm talking about me. I said I hadn't seen it. So he was
Oh,
saying,
you ain't? Oh,
no.
okay. Yeah. Well, he was still Mike
All
Epps.
about the
see.
Benjamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
He
saying?
was still that Mike
okay.
Epps character.
You can be slightly different, but still basically be the same guy.
Yeah, Mike
I'll say
Epps,
it like
Mike
that.
Epps.
You
Because-
can't change who Mike Epps is.
That's what I'm saying. He
but
was
you
still
can
his
change
self.
the role that you play because you don't want to be simp.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in Janky Promoters, he wasn't simp.
No,
He was a playboy. He was and
Yeah, but-
Friday as Day Day, he was simp. Simp. Day Day, the sucker, the all
Yeah,
this. I mean, it was
yeah.
funny,
Yeah.
but that's what the role he was
But
playing.
he was still,
idiot.
to a certain
Yeah, an
degree,
idiot.
still
The
Mike.
likable dummy.
And he was
Dummy,
still
yeah.
crazy as hell.
But, okay,
though.
crazy
Junkie
and an
promoter.
idiot is
It's
two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy and being dumb is
Two different things.
Well,
Being
he
crazy is
was,
completely different.
wasn't
He was
the brightest
funny.
on. Hey, he wasn't the brightest on Junkie Promoters.
Yes, he was.
but
he
think
was,
about-
he
I
was
mean,
a janky. The movie is called Janky Promoters.
Yeah,
Doing janky shit as a promoter.
that mean you wasn't professional. That mean you wasn't all like it.
Janky.
It's just like he took this money and went and bought him an outfit when he could actually pay
What's the
people.
name of the movie? What's the name of the movie?
Yeah,
It's Janky Brown.
yeah.
Right. So what was he
all I'm
supposed
just
to do?
saying, he just a different. He bought to me. He bought the same. To
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
just saying.
change the role, but it's
Yeah.
still Mike Epps. Yeah.
But is all this stuff about black people wearing dresses and a humiliation ritual, or is it gay people secretly trying to make themselves known?
Okay, let's try this one at a time. No. Let's actually try it. We don't do this well, but let's try this one at a time.
Yeah.
You give your opinion. I'm gonna try to give mine last.
Okay.
What?
In my opinion,
Okay.
I think the black people wearing a dress thing was a thing probably in the 2000s and 90s and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You had to have to wear a dress or do some type of demeaning role in order to see more success or do more.
Yeah.
But now I think it is just purely a choice that people make on whether or not they want to wear a dress or not. Like Lakeith Stanfield, nothing about him says to me
Wear a dress.
wear a dress just
He gonna wind
because
up in
you
one.
have to, but just because he wants to.
Yeah.
Have you?
Right. Yeah.
He wore one?
Well, hold on. Was it?
Well, he wears lace
But see, it's well.
stuff. and
Boom.
stuff
See
like
that?
that.
They
Like,
in
Hold
line.
on, well, I'm
Same
saying, 'cause,
thing.
Well, it comes from like people from other cultures. You got to think, Indians and Arabs. They pretty much wear dresses. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the guys, like that's kind of their dress. You know,
Now,
what
I
I'm saying?
get that.
Yeah, so it's looked at as wearing a dress. So it depends. Like, there's a difference between wearing the dress where you're supposed to have titties in it, and then just wearing an actual dress.
but he was wearing lace clothing.
In what?
Okay,
In
that's
what
a
aspect?
dress.
Yeah, that's a dress.
That ain't
In what
Muhammad.
aspect?
He
In the
was
movie?
just- no,
He
he
You
was
know what I'm
in
saying?
on-
Muhammad
and-
didn't even
and
know they
living.
wearing them dresses. Them-
Okay,
they
see-
look
In life.
appropriate.
Okay, see, we talking about it's two different things.
Right.
Yeah.
See, he said he never wore a dress in a movie.
Yeah.
So far.
Now,
hold on.
in the
He
movie,
did it voluntarily.
this is a preferred casual look.
Dress.
Look.
So like, okay,
Tyrese.
So you're talking about
Yeah,
like when
the-
Tyrese showed up to the
yeah.
awards, and then like when Kid Cudi wore. Well, hold on. I don't want to do that to Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi did his, but still he did.
He did
wear
it
a
on a
dress.
performance.
He did it on performance and also to honor somebody at the same time.
Who was the honor?
Kid
Yeah,
Cudi.
yeah.
He wore a flat out
He
floral
did it to
dress.
honor Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, whenever Kurt wore
Because he did one of he remade one of his songs anyway. So and I mean it was fly. I like
Yeah.
I like Kid Cudi's version and I like Nirvana's version too.
And then outside of that, I hadn't seen him in one, so
Right.
I don't want to throw Kid Cudi in there. But there's been some other
But
people
why
that's
is
been
it
rock.
a dress?
But he did wear
So
one.
I mean, yeah.
What that got to do? That
Kurt Cobain
just
wore a
messed
dress.
me up.
Yeah,
there.
he wore a dress.
Kurt Cobain wore a dress?
I think at some point in time, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He did. You don't know the infamous Kurt Cobain dress picture?
Nah. I'm no
Oh, wow,
him.
that's crazy.
He dated a crazy white woman.
Hold
All
up.
right. So
She put him in
Jay
the
said
dress.
I
basically
didn't
that
know that.
he felt like you were-
Courtney Love.
all right. So
She was crazy. in
So
that.
Jay was saying that you're
Nah, she
pigeonholed
probably
into
put him in
wearing a
jail.
dress back in the 90s and 2000s, but nowadays it's up to you as a choice. What do you think?
It's a choice. You don't have to do nothing now. Everything now is how you want to come across. It's really how you want to come across.
And what market you want
Yeah, well, yeah. Who you trying to get to? What you trying to do? You know.
Yeah.
Now, maybe to maximize certain situations, there might be, like they say, I don't know nothing about gatekeeping. You know what I'm
And they
saying?
talk about
All these
that.
people talking about I don't
Keeping
know
the gate.
what rules and regulations that the gatekeepers have for certain things. But if obviously it seems as though if you want certain things and certain things with that, you might have to do certain demonic actions.
Well, I mean, is wearing a dress demonic, or
Is
is it just
wearing
wearing
It
a dress?
is kind of demonic-y if you don't want to do it.
I mean, is that what demonic is? I mean, that's my,
I don't know. That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. Like, I mean, people call it demonic, but
It's
that's,
oppressive.
yeah, or
It's putting. It's like you want to make.
It's almost
do you-
a
it's like-
sacrifice
it's like
you
saying-
making.
but
So I mean,
It's like
I don't
saying,
know. You
I'm gonna
making
give
a
you
sacrifice.
$100,000 for this role, right?
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you put on a dress, I give you $100 million.
They putting it on.
but see, I'm not
That's
saying
what I'm saying.
No,
So-
no,
so-
no,
so-
no.
it
What the actual situation?
That's a little
will look like
separation on pay though,
is-
but
No, but it's
most people better jump in
No,
the damn
what the
dress.
real situation
I'm
will look
totally
like-
against it, but
Hold
what
on,
I'm
but
making
But if
real
you're
more
an
pay.
situation
actor,
will look like-
it shouldn't
I got to
matter.
get this right.
No. If you're an actor,
You know,
it shouldn't matter. But what
that
they
much.
do
Right.
is they put a demeaning aspect on you being black and trying to do it.
Right.
You see what I'm
What
saying?
the real
That's a lot of
situation
pressure.
would
That's a lot
look
of
like
money.
is
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this role,
oh man,
but if you want any major roles or if you ever want to act again, you got to put on this dress.
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
if you want to do my next movie, I got you rolled up in a dress.
that's like,
And I'm gonna pay you better.
Right.
I'm gonna pay you better. And then you're gonna be able to do 2 sequels with good money. And I'm gonna give you 4 other movies where you ain't got to do it.
sounds more like blackmail to an extent to me more than anything else.
It sounds like opportunity.
It's
You know
it is
what?
that too, but it's also like you
Right.
are selling out. But I mean,
Right.
is
Okay.
it worth it?
Yeah.
I mean, it might be.
It's what it is
Okay.
to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
It is what it
I
is to
think
you.
that's why they-
you can go and keep on getting these
Right.
$75,000 roles.
I think that's why they gatekeep so that they can find who is willing to sell
That's
out
why-
and do whatever.
Hey, that's why what you said your boy's name was the highest paid for 2 years. Kevin Hart said, okay,
I do anything.
Yeah, he's one of those people who's because once again, as somebody who goes to acting class every
Okay.
Sunday, some people are going to be willing to do certain roles and do more roles than the other people that's in there. So those people, if you're more open to things, will have more opportunities because sometimes it also makes it sound like you're easier to work with and easier to deal with than some people who's like, no,
I
do
can't
that.
be doing that.
know what?
Yeah, and there are people who have
Yeah, you're an actor.
Okay.
exactly, and that's kind of how some people look at
Right.
it sometimes.
Acting is
It's
supposed to be acting.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's a difference if they have you kissing dudes and stuff like that.
It's still acting,
Hey,
but it's
Ooh.
still
That's crossing.
That's
Okay.
that's a
That's
line crossing.
Yeah,
shit.
that's crossing.
Well, I'm gonna give my opinion.
Yeah, your turn.
And see. And the thing is, like I say, this is kind of like, a lot of this stuff you see it on TikTok now, all these platforms and all this, they talking about all this jumbo about the dress and stuff. But it goes back in history. And a lot of it, I think, when they even talk about us dressing in dresses, at some point we wasn't even getting roles, or we was getting minimal roles or we would get minimal pay. And to a certain degree, at some point, somebody probably say, well, to get more money, I guess I'll do this. And it might have started with the idea of, I'm just getting more money. But then now it looked like more of a situation where you being pressed to decide what you really want to be. And it's kind of like, well, okay, in Hollywood, it's movies, right? You're making movies. It's kind of like a coach coaching you. Sometimes coaches build you up and break you down. So here you are in Hollywood, and they like, well, you making these roles, and they want to see how committed you are. So they decide, hey, you want to do this movie with the dress on. And it's kind of like every time I hear them mention these roles about people putting on dress, it's kind of like they just kind of throw it out there. You're like, well, just throw on just like Dave Chappelle. We just want you to throw on one, you give the image. Like, can we break you? It's kind of like all of a sudden, can we break you? Because, you being a strong man and playing these gangster roles or whatever you could be in a movie, and all of a sudden they got you in a knot, tied up, you like, what's his name? Big old swole,
Ted Cruz.
Being right.
But yeah, being Rain.
Okay.
Yeah, being, because, he was baby boy.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been no hard to walk around on baby boy. Then you go make a movie, your shirt tied up.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Let me finish.
Let me finish real quick.
So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like that guy went from being somebody most people looked at, as hard.
Yeah.
From watching Baby Boy, now all of a sudden you in this other movie and you done went soft as butter. So it looked like, did you just take the money? Mm-hmm. And see, like I said, or is it a demonic thing? Like you say, if you want to be a part, when the gatekeepers come if you want to be a part of this, then this is what you got to do. And it's people speaking out on that, like Dave Chappelle, like Cat Williams. Some people like, what's his name, Corey Holcomb. Mm-hmm. Some of these dudes like, I'm not selling.
Oh my goodness.
Myself out to do any of this. Mm-hmm. I just keep making comedy and going on tour. And like I said, making money. I might not be making Hollywood money, but I'm making money. Mm-hmm. I'm not broke. Like Cat own all this stuff. Cat make all this stuff. Mm-hmm. So he ain't broke and never will be. But he won't make the money that these Hollywood celebrities make. When they making $200 million, he might got $2 million. And that's, if I got $2 million, I'm not broke.
No.
And I'm living a good life. But I'm not living a $200 million life. But I'm good. So I'm saying, so it seemed like to me, some of this stuff is developed basically on the fact it could be a gatekeeper thing. It could be a manhood to control you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then some people don't mind because you got desperate artists that want to make it. And some of them like Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, said they look like they would do anything to make it.
What about Robert De Niro? He played a woman.
I ain't saying he ain't.
I'm just saying
No,
he played a woman.
And he probably a part of it.
Robin Williams,
all of them. That's what I'm saying. Some of these people don't mind.
Jackie Gleason.
And then some of them was already that way.
Now,
I'm just trying to tell you is
some of them was that way.
It's a lot smaller, but there is a list of white guys.
It's a large list of major contributors.
But here's the thing,
what I'm
Greg.
trying to tell you is it's not so much. It's something about a man playing a woman that makes it a tad bit funnier than a woman doing that same role.
Right.
How we know?
But
it is.
Would those white actors be kicked out of any other major roles or any opportunity had they declined?
We don't know. They took them.
They did it.
They took them. We have no idea.
Yeah.
Right.
They took the role.
They did the role.
Jim Carrey. I mean, they all took them.
You think Miss Doubtfire wasn't a good? I never watched it.
I never watched.
Right.
But obviously, it was critically acclaimed.
But the point is on that,
it was a funny 90s
could they
movie.
actually just had a woman play that role and been fun? I mean, could they put a Miss Doubtfire actually could she just been a woman?
Huh?
He sure did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Could she been a woman?
Due to the concept of the movie, Mrs. Doubtfire could not have been a woman. The whole concept was Robin Williams is playing a woman.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I ain't watched.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon. Could that not just been a woman?
It could have.
It could have.
That could have just been.
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been.
What black family don't have a Matt Dillon? It wouldn't have done.
No.
But
Tyler Perry's
everybody
Dillon
had a
couldn't
Matt
have
Dillon.
been nobody but Tyler Perry.
Okay,
Right.
but I'm saying
It couldn't have been nobody else.
No.
Shanae. Who could play Shanae?
No, Greg, hold on.
We don't. I'm saying
I know what you're saying.
Sexy Red could play Shanae.
Once you synced it,
Yes.
okay.
There were some sexy reds out there.
Yeah.
Might not. And
No, I know what you're saying, but hold on, let him finish his point because I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, my whole thing is, I could agree with Greg now because that's what all I know. Mm-hmm. But like I said, every black family grew up with a Matt Dillon.
But not
everybody calls their grandmama Matt Dillon. And back in the day, Matt Dillon was Matt Dillon. Mm-hmm. We had one.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody had one. Matt Dillon could have played Matt Dillon. I I'm not there.
No.
I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just saying.
Not on the actual acting.
I know what you
But
said.
you could have
You
took
looking
a
at the
woman.
name.
I'm just saying. No, I'm looking at the body
name,
of work.
And no, you
The
looking at
body
the
of
name
work.
and the
And what the-
suspected
but what
they
the-
said
no.
the mud deal
I'm
was.
looking at
But
what
mud
he
deal,
was-
our mud deal was nothing like that mud deal.
I'm just
That's true, though.
saying.
Yeah, she
I'm just
was.
saying. But
She wasn't
all I'm
nothing like
saying,
that mud deal.
The point
She
was
wasn't crazy.
he was trying to indoctrinate mud deal in the house,
But you
and
could
everybody,
have
and you could have got a woman
one to play
that role because there was mud deals out there like that.
I don't know.
Who could have played that role?
All right, let me
Give me
I'm just-
one. Because
It
Regina
don't have to
King
be a man.
had been
And
mud
you know
deal.
what? If
Queen
it wasn't a
Latifah?
man play that role and some other woman play that
Queen
role,
Latifah.
we might have would have accepted that. But since Tyler Perry decided he wanted to put on a dress in his own movie, he wasn't even forced.
So let me get my theory real quick.
Okay.
So in those aspects, I honestly believe like it's Tyler Perry production. So I mean,
Yeah,
that's his
it
stuff.
was-
That's
it was his job.
Nobody else can play it in that aspect but him. It's his movies.
Because we seen it.
Yeah, and he wants to play that character.
He
He
wanted
wanted to play Madea.
That's my
that's
role.
it. So he did. That's his
Yeah,
role.
okay.
He did it. And the other roles in a lot of these movies, I mean, some of the premises is that it was actually a guy disguising as a woman. So that's kind of the premise you can't do. So like Joanna Man, I mentioned to somebody the other day.
Yeah.
Right,
You
yeah.
cannot have Joanna Man be a woman.
No,
because that's the whole
that
point of the
would
movie.
change the movie
Yeah, so
right
it
there.
wouldn't be the movie. So
Yeah.
in that aspect, you kind of have to let that happen. What's up?
Right.
So
no,
was he wrong for taking that role?
No, I mean,
I mean,
thought it
it's
was
a
great movie.
role, right?
I thought it was a funny movie.
I thought it was
It was
too.
hilarious.
Joanna Man was funny as
It
hell.
was hilarious. And it can't be made
And-
today.
and he-
but keep going.
One odd little fact that I noticed about the industry: you got a lot of men playing women,
When no one,
No women
not
play
a lot
me.
of women playing men. You,
Okay,
got,
so-
you got
okay.
Amanda Bynes.
There you go.
No, you know
Yeah,
what you
okay, that was one
have.
person.
You know what you
and
have.
that was a funny movie.
You have women dating women.
Okay,
It's
no,
hard
no.
for a woman to play a
Greg,
man.
Hey, no, you don't win. First of all, there's
I'm
so
just
many-
saying,
hey, there's so many dudes
it's
and
hard
dudes.
for a woman for a woman to play a man role. It's
No,
just
it is.
It's hard.
No, you're right.
To stimulate that is hard to do. So what they did is just start making women start being with each other.
Dude, they've been doing that.
Yeah.
Masculinity on like different ones.
Women been with women for years.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about in the
I'm gonna go on
movies.
your theory.
In
Now,
the movies, if you look
It's
at
being
it,
talked about now, but it's been going on.
But am I going to finish this?
It's more
everything's
out in the
been going on.
forefront now.
Hey, everything that we talk about has been going on.
Yeah,
And the cross dressing and all that. This ain't nothing new to nothing.
Okay, but you got let me try to get into this point somewhat. Okay, so you have people in those instances that cannot, you can't allow a man to not do that if that's what his productions are. But I also believe, once again, it's choice. You do have an option to not or play these roles. Now, if they're giving you an ultimatum, that's one thing. Now, sometimes I also believe like it does blackball you with certain producers in Hollywood because it's just like with any network of people. They all talk to one another. So if somebody gives you a bad name because you didn't want to cower over and bend over and do whatever exactly they wanted, they might tell other people you're not worth working with. And if that happens a lot of times, you end up just
Lose the roles.
Yeah, and you just don't get contacted for things because they've heard stuff. Now, sometimes it takes
You're gonna
somebody
be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so some people
you don't want to put on the dress.
Exactly. So
You know?
sometimes no, literally.
And it's just like, he didn't handle that well.
Yeah, and then some,
Yeah.
yeah
So
they
if you
didn't-
want to ask them to
he's
do
not a
something,
team
yeah.
player.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
And so some people don't believe you're going to be easy to work with. And quite frankly, in those circumstances, there's already enough divas on sets and stuff like that. You don't want any more. You're like, I'm just saying.
And that's what they said about Steve Harvey.
about him being a diva.
He that way.
Yeah, they say, he don't like
He-
anybody
that-
outshines
Yeah,
him.
he petty.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people like
Somebody
that.
somebody said he said something.
He
to
said,
him.
"Don't talk to me directly.
Yeah, no, he
Don't
no,
look at me in
no,
my
he
eyes.
said something.
Don't look at me in my face and
about
talk to me."
somebody, and it wasn't really that hard. He said that man didn't speak to him for about 2 or 3 years, and it wasn't that harsh to that
forgot this.
point.
I saw this the
He
other
just
day.
somebody said something. I can't remember what,
I
but
don't
he,
think about it, like I said.
yeah, he said Steve Harvey is super
I have not
petty.
liked Steve, and I'm
And
telling
then he
you,
said he was
I
jealous of
appreciate-
Bernie.
I appreciate Steve
Bernie
Harvey
Mac.
But
for his actions and the stuff that he do in enlightening and uplifting.
But some of that,
I'm not a fan of Steve Harvey because of his action and one comedy special. Like I said, it don't take but a minute to make a person either dislike you or like you. I have not been able to move on from like I said, I do understand he do a lot of good.
Yeah.
And see,
He do a lot of good.
But that good, he's probably doing the good to cover up the bad. And see, that's what a lot of them be
his
doing
bad.
now.
I don't even think he's doing nothing bad.
I
I just think he was a tad bit disrespectful to an individual that didn't need to be disrespected, and he did it just for the sake of trying to get a laugh. And to me, that was the most disheartening thing I ever seen. And I can't let it go.
Oh, you talking about when they try to embarrass dude?
Yeah.
Okay, it's sort of like this. Anybody can
okay.
have a bad moment. It's just like an athlete who doesn't want to give an autograph. I mean, sometimes they just don't want to give it
Don't
an
wanna give an
autograph.
autograph.
Right. It is not just because they're a bad person. It's just I've had enough today, and you caught them at the worst moment.
You 999, and I done already signed 998.
Sometimes you pull a Ron Artest and you start swinging at the fans in the crowd.
That was, but in that instance,
He signed an autograph
threw beer
with
on
his
him
fingers.
Right, you hit me first.
With that being said, a week out of that, me and Mike's on.
I know we did. In my AAU
Yeah,
practice.
he was at
It was
the
crazy. He looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
He had the same clothes on. He had the same beer stained jersey on.
We was there. Ron, he was doing community service,
Uncle Ron.
rebuilding his image. I know he was in Nashville.
I was like,
We
how
went
he end up
down
here?
there.
I was like,
He
dude,
here.
we just saw him on ESPN.
Yeah,
earlier
beating
today.
everybody up in the crowd. Now he right here at the AU practice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was that was.
Somebody
Hey,
gonna call me?
No, something crazy on Twitter.
What's
Anyway,
on Twitter?
What'd you discover?
Nothing relevant to this.
Nothing.
But yeah.
I mean, no, I'm just, for me, I honestly.
Hold up. To break, we got to lighten up the situation a little bit because it has been a little, tensed up on it, because how in the hell did Vrabel get fired?
I'm gonna tell you, he fired himself.
Yeah, apparently so, but.
Did
He fired ego and arrogance.
Yeah, apparently that's
He
a
went
lot.
arrogant.
Ego and arrogance,
Okay.
and that he got fired the same way John Robinson got himself fired.
Yeah,
and
he
it's
got two egos.
Yeah, and
Really.
it's like he didn't have respect for
But
her.
Amy,
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, they don't have that respect for her like that.
It's one of those notions. Once again, sort of like it comes from this trope of like, I was going to try to get into it earlier. A lot of people in Hollywood, they don't view women as funny, and sometimes women aren't that funny depending on which role you put them in. They're just not, it don't fit very well. Just like the same people who a lot of times have this thought that all women aren't funny, believe that they can't respect women in a position of authority like that with
Right.
football because they don't know football.
Right.
Stuff like
Who
that.
are you?
and he went arrogant.
Yeah.
Oh, he was way.
Apparently they were all
She
over the
was trying to work with him.
Yeah.
He refused to
I
work
I
with
think
her.
that.
idea.
I think that. I kind of think
Yeah.
that. And because it was like, oh, Weber. And you know what? It ain't no job.
He ain't getting another job.
Who finna hire him?
He ain't
Another
getting
white
one.
guy.
Huh?
He ain't
Another
getting
white
one.
guy.
Another white guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, but what I'm
Another one.
saying,
But who? Which
he'll
one?
be a coordinator, but he won't be a head coach.
He gotta be a head coach.
I'm
No.
not gonna say now, but I mean, I think
no. He'll be because everybody talking about he's gonna get the New England
who
job.
got fired?
Well, but that was
They never even wanted to interview him.
no,
Who?
but no, they couldn't.
they couldn't. They already had they dude.
Yeah, so why they even bring it up?
No.
It was already
No, that was
written.
That was
media.
reporters. That was
That was
reporters.
I'm
media.
saying
The-
Jared Mayo was already
I know, but
written
right,
in
that's
stone
what I'm
saying.
to have that
No,
job.
that was the
so why would the media want to go out here
because they didn't know
and
his
blow up-
contract.
They don't.
They
Yeah.
did know that.
No, they
They can find that out.
Gee.
No, they didn't.
You
Because
fi-
when they hired him, they were like, "Damn, he had that in his
They
contract."
found that out after the fact. They didn't know
Okay,
that
well,
beforehand.
They
That's
didn't
why.
know he had that in his
It's just
contract.
storylines. It's just
Okay,
like-
I mean,
You
and-
should.
honestly, when he got fired,
You don't
that
know.
was the first thing I was thinking.
No, 'cause the
that he
problem
gonna
is-
end up in New England.
No, because no. The thing is what happens is they asked this the other day and we got to get off sports, but either way, it was like you don't know what's in coaches' contracts. Why? That doesn't make any sense because you know what is in all the players' contracts,
yeah.
but you don't know what's in any of the coaches. That's why nobody knew that.
Nobody knew that.
Yeah, which is I mean,
Nobody knew that.
So
New
it's-
England knew who that coach was gonna be.
They did.
God,
They
man.
did. They
Didn't you think he was gonna get the New England
No.
job? You
Nah,
didn't?
My whole thing is I just thought,
No. You try to tell me there was nothing in your mind that said he
I
was going to end up in. I swear
I
for
thought he
God,
was-
he was going to end up in New England.
My thing is following and knowing what I know.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't think he was gonna get no job
For what?
because his arrogance. and is willing to not work with nobody.
I mean, they worked with Bill Belichick for 20 years.
I'm just saying,
that's what I'm
most
like.
arrogant guy in the league.
I know, but he won major league. You talking about now? I would give Bill Belichick a little room to work with because they don't won like 10 Super Bowls, been to 19 Super Bowl, whatever. He has an impeccable career. But you can't be super arrogant when all you done did is won a couple playoff games and went to an AFC championship game once.
He also ain't been coaching that long.
Yeah,
No, he only been coaching like 4 years.
What I'm saying, his attitude shouldn't matter. If I done won all 6 years, been to the playoff, maybe won a Super
move on
Bowl.
from
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Maybe won a Super Bowl or something.
I just got to ask one
I
question.
can let my arrogance.
I just got to
speak
ask
for
one question,
itself.
and then we're going to move on from this.
Okay.
And I know you probably don't know. When he got fired, when Vrabel got fired, and it's already the rumblings of everything that was going on in New England, did you not think that's where he was going to end up?
I mean, I thought that was definitely a strong possibility.
Yeah,
I thought there was a chance. It could happen.
I was like, not that he was going 100% because they're going to have to go through the process.
Yeah, but
the Rooney Rule.
Well, but
they didn't go through
they
the
didn't have to
rule.
because they already hired a
because he was
minority.
around the minority.
But okay, but either way, we're moving on. Lil Nas X. What's up?
All I'm gonna say about that situation is that whatever he said, he was right. Women belong in the kitchen.
And the bedroom.
James Evans. The kitchen and the bedroom. Don't say it. The kitchen and the bedroom.
Right.
That's what you told it.
I can make nice meals for them.
James Evans, dog.
Yeah, that's my
what he
thing.
said.
Women
That got me
belong
in a
in the
lot of trouble.
kitchen,
Yeah.
so I can make nice meals for them.
Right. But let that video though with Lil Nas X and Jesus Christ and
Yeah.
J. Christ.
Jesus Christ.
And we all
J.
know.
Christ.
It does say
J-
man.
is
It could
J.
be
Christ.
grown Christ. We don't.
Then it's not disrespectful.
I'm just-
I mean,
yeah,
now that
the
you put
video
it,
match up to Jesus.
No, now that you put it up to,
Okay.
now that you put it up to that, like you say, that's not what it said.
Said
Then
that.
is it really that
The
disrespectful?
video let you know what he talking about, though.
No, I mean,
It's pretty much
he's
speaks for
literally being
itself.
crucified on the video. He's on a cross.
All that speak for itself. The video. I mean, if I watch Jay
Only
Christ
if you
and he was in
into
the,
that.
hey, if I was watching Jay Christ and he was rolling down in the 6'4", you know what I'm saying, popping, you know all that.
Jesus always rolling in a 6'4". I don't know what kind of Spanish people you done seen out of California, but I know plenty of Jesuses
And Jesus,
in
that's what I'm
6'4".
saying. Now that's what we at.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
It's Jesus.
But I
Actually,
mean, when y'all
it's
talk about demonic,
Yahweh.
though, I mean, that's more
That's-
demonic than like.
He been demonic.
I know. It's
No, hold up. Country Road was not demonic.
I ain't saying
That
that,
was a wonderful,
but plenty of other stuff
appealing,
that he done did has been
that
demonic.
one song, I don't know how much money he made off of, but that played for a minute. And ain't nobody sitting here and say they didn't like that song.
I mean, it's just.
You can't
It
just say
wasn't
it.
my flavor.
It's just a catchy song. I mean,
it was cold.
G, you a trendy dude.
I'm not
you
even
like
into music
trendiness.
like that, but if it
I
sound
like-
good, that sound good. That was a good
Then
song.
how did you not like the Sexy Red song that they were just playing then? If you talk about,
I'm way-
you just said sound good.
hey, you can't. Hey, you
I
can't,
said the beat
you can't
wasn't
control
bad.
people's preferences. On
Right.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I
You
said
said,
the
oh,
beat.
it sound good. You
To
said
me.
it sound good. You
I mean,
said that sound
No,
good.
I'll say this.
I say the beat sometimes, but I ain't feeling the message. No, I already established that.
But no, I mean, for stuff that I know that G like, I'm just shocked that he didn't like that song.
Me
What?
too.
That's the only reason I was shocked.
What?
No, the Sexy Red show. So, because I mean, I thought it had a pretty good beat to it. I
I
was
mean,
like,
I said
and
the
it was
beat.
trendy.
I said the beat. I didn't
The-
have
the
a problem
rap
with the
was
beat.
trendy.
I just the message and all that.
Okay, the message was even better.
And then okay.
You didn't think that was a good-
I don't even really listen to the words anyway. I always been more of a beat guy.
So then you should have loved it.
I thought the beat. I said the beat was
Then you should have
okay.
loved it.
But I don't listen to that.
If it was strictly for the beat, then
I
you should have
haven't even
loved it.
listened to it.
we just listened to it.
I know I'm saying then. I'm saying I don't go around. I don't really listen to music like that. That's what I'm saying. And when Jay played it for me, that's pretty much the first time I heard it.
That's the first time I heard it too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's what I'm
it's just-
saying. I said I like the beat.
But
if Dad was in the club, 25, getting
He
some
gonna
ass
be,
shaking
like, free my, he gonna be there too.
And I'm not
telling
that
you,
age no more, so I'm not feeling it
you
like
know what?
that.
It's not even an age thing on that.
Yeah, it is
You
for
want
me.
your woman to be, you might not want her to act like her,
But to be
you
down.
want you want her to respond like her. Like,
I mean-
if you did something wrong, you want your wife to say, or your woman to say, not to free you. You don't want your woman on your
Greg,
team
I'm not-
shouting at the top of the
I'm not
mountain,
entertaining
free my
none of
dude.
that.
This is my dude.
Okay.
I love my dude. I want my dude out.
Okay.
I mean, all that song was saying was free.
Free my dude.
Yeah, that's it.
My dude did some crazy stuff. I want him out of jail.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much the crux of it. I mean,
It is.
that was,
Okay.
I mean, that's the only
So
thing.
She was on her dude's team.
Right, but what's so crazy about the Lil Nas X J Christ video? Because to me,
I didn't think of
Hold
nothing.
on.
I just thought it was a little.
I just
A
don't
little-
think you supposed
I
to
just-
mock God like
Man,
that. That's it.
Gee, come
But
on,
no,
man.
I would do
You don't watch Living at
I ain't
all.
saying you don't supposed to be doing that.
They
Now,
do it every
I'm
day.
saying,
They do.
Greg,
Everything.
I
Everything
said you
goes
don't
against
supposed to.
everything.
Now, if you choose to do that, that's on you.
Can we let
You'll have
Jalen
to
finish
deal
his
with
point?
it.
because to me, it looks to be like a person fighting for acceptance in the world where nobody believes in him and what he's saying, almost akin to J. Christ, right? Kind of like the story of Jesus Christ. I'm fighting to be accepted for who I am and trying to make the way that I live my life a reality and a way for other people to live life, right? You know?
Yeah,
Bam!
To live like that.
See,
no.
he's right.
No.
He's absolutely
That
right.
don't
know
mean you
that.
right.
We don't know
You know what I
that.
mean? But
We
I
don't
understand
know.
what he's
We
saying.
don't know that, but I do get his point.
Yeah.
I totally get what
But
he's
it could
saying.
be. But we
Yeah.
don't know Lil Nas X to believe that's what
Right.
his motive
No,
is.
no,
It ain't
no.
about what he would do. We don't know that Jesus believed that.
That's the
We
point that he
don't.
was
We
making.
just know that the narrative lines up.
No, it does. But there's plenty of narratives that can line up.
They line up.
It can line up with
We
being
don't know if he
demonic.
really
It can line
believed
up
it.
with being
We
that.
don't
It can
know
line
if
up with him
Jesus
selling his
believed
booty
that.
hole.
We don't
I
know if
mean,
Nas believed that.
Jesus believe what?
Whatever he was preaching.
No, you're saying like
Gee, you
people
don't
that
think Jesus believe what he would do?
Do you think Nas believed what he's doing? Do you really think
I don't
Nas
think
X
Jesus
believed
I don't
what he
think
was
Jesus
doing?
would have been Jesus and doing the things he did if he didn't believe.
No, Jesus wouldn't be
Now,
Jesus
Lil Nas
if he
X-
didn't have
now,
people
fuck
to
Lil Nas
believe
X.
what he was saying.
Lil Nas X
was
just
it.
doing whatever
'Cause people
they
preach all
asked
the
him to do.
time. It's good people that preach about good things all the time that don't get believed.
I mean, this is
Okay,
true.
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. So, with Jesus preaching what he was saying, it was a lot of people against Jesus. If you read, like you
Okay,
say,
but
the
you're
Bible,
saying
they
Jesus-
didn't believe that stuff.
I'm saying, so you saying Jesus wouldn't even believe in what he was doing?
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
think that's what you said.
No, I did not say that. Didn't say
he didn't
nothing.
say he wasn't
I
believing it.
said,
He's saying he wanted to be believed and accepted.
he wanted to be to believe.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
but that
preaching. He was throwing his stuff out there. He wanted people to be on his team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like he just said about Lil Nas
Yeah.
X. Lil Nas X is throwing his stuff out there, want people to be on his team.
But
Yeah.
okay, but see, what my only point was that just because it sounds great, I like the point of
Yeah,
the
he
theory.
made
But
a
if you
good
know the
point.
history of
Yeah.
Lil Nas X,
But-
you know he's a troll.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't go with that narrative because he's a troll. You
if-
can't do that devoutly and
What if-
definitively. You have to look into that.
But
to make
Jesus
sure.
was trolling some people who
Okay,
wasn't
Greg, stop.
believing him.
Somebody stop,
I'm just
Greg.
saying.
Stop,
I'm just trying
Greg,
to say.
stop.
There wasn't no internet.
Stop.
I'm riding,
It was
Stop,
no
Greg, stop.
internet.
It wasn't no-
But it was
Stop.
no internet.
Stop,
But
Jesus.
Jesus
Stop.
was trolling
Stop.
people who did not believe in what he was saying. Like all of a sudden, he want everybody to believe I was born from a mama who didn't have sex with nobody. Now, how is that supposed to be believed? How is that supposed to be believed? But he gonna preach. My mama was a virgin when she had me.
Is that not
Come
trolling?
on, man.
Is that not trolling before trolling was cool?
I'm not even going to entertain that.
That's what I'm saying. You're
I'm
not
not
going to entertain
entertaining
it
none of it.
because you don't want to sit there and listen to what the truth. The truth is, it said, I was born through a virgin. You tell me anytime that can happen. Then why hasn't God decided to have another virgin baby?
That's on you, G.
No, it's not on me.
Hey,
I pray for you. That's all I could do.
no mas. But that's
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying, why hasn't he had another virgin baby?
we ain't trying to have church.
No,
and conversion
it's not.
therapy.
I'm just saying, but I'm trying to say is that's what he was throwing his stuff. I'm religious. I'm just not. I'm just saying.
Hold up.
To act like you can't even speak upon it.
But no,
and
yeah.
now if you say something about it,
Screaming to the top of your lungs.
no. What I'm saying is, if you say something about it, then now how dare you?
Well, no, that's how.
But the truth is, tell me any other circumstances, and why wouldn't it happen again?
No, I mean, look, trust me, a lot of people right there with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, no, people don't like to question things at all. I mean, they don't want to look at the other, aspect of things. It's you can still be religious. You can still believe in Christianity. You can still believe in the Bible, and all that. Just some people like to point out some things they think is a little off.
Way out there.
That's all. And it doesn't mean you don't believe in God or you don't believe in Jesus. It doesn't mean you don't believe in any of that. That's why I always say, like, we can't always go from the narrative that my religion is the only religion in the right way, because there's a million different religions out there, a lot of them. But go ahead.
I have one point. In an era where all we knew was war and death, when Jesus turned the other cheek, did you not think that would be trolling?
Think there'd be trolling?
That would be trolling.
Trauma?
Trolling.
Oh, what? Turn another cheek?
Yeah.
I mean,
Ain't that
I don't
trolling?
think that's a bad message to go by.
Everybody's killing each other, dying, dead bodies piling
Ain't
up in the street.
nobody ever turned the other cheek.
Well,
Nobody.
well, when it comes to things like that, I mean, no,
Nobody.
when it came to war, I mean, dude, people turn the other cheek all the time.
No, they don't.
Greg, there's people who don't engage in fighting every day.
No.
That's turning
What
the
I'm
other
trying to
cheek.
say. What I'm trying to say is.
That's literally turning the
It's only
turning
one
the other
person.
cheek.
That's
Turning the other
We
cheek
fight.
is. Turning the other cheek is. If I punch you in your cheek,
No.
you gonna walk away.
I don't have to fight you.
Yeah. You can say something bad about it.
You're not
And
gonna
I-
do
and
it.
I'm
G not gonna do it. G can act like all kind of things. If somebody put their hands on him, he
You
putting
gonna
his
fight
hands on them. I am. I'm protecting me.
I mean, if somebody
and I
put
don't give
your
a damn.
hands
See,
on you,
you
I
can't
mean,
put you ain't never gonna turn the other cheek if somebody's still on you.
I
You
mean,
gonna
that's probably
still
gonna
you
catch me.
swinging back.
Okay.
But just saying.
Okay, what's your point?
But I'm just telling you, Jesus ain't like that.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You don't follow Jesus.
But I'm just saying,
Okay.
like,
you can't follow Jesus if you're willing to punch back.
If
but
you
not
made-
everybody is going to fight back because somebody
I'ma help you
engages in
something, G.
shenanigans. It's just like, okay,
We all
'cause
sinners.
we were gonna
We all sinners.
We moving
Then
forward.
So we're gonna sin. So we gonna-
if we all sinners, then nothing matters.
I mean, Greg, you can live
Nothing
your life.
matters.
I'm just leave you
Then how
alone
you
with
gonna
that.
feel? How
'Cause
you
you
gonna
don't
be,
want to hear anything.
I'm a pick and choose on what it is I want to be good and bad about.
No. I
you
mean-
can pick and choose. Like I said, I could choose not to hit you back, but I'm gonna hit you back because I chose to.
Yeah, because you chose. You can choose
Chose
not to.
to.
Yeah, you can choose not to.
I'm not gonna not choose not to.
Yeah, but you can turn the other cheek and
no,
not
you
do that.
can't. We can.
Greg, you don't make any sense right now.
No,
based
well,
on
I'm
what
just saying
just
you
said.
can, but most people don't.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Most. That's not every person. You
Not
know why
every
they say
person.
Everybody in this room
No, you know,
rides into hitting back.
the point. No, not always. Depends
Not
on who
always,
it's
yeah.
You still on
Greg,
me.
Greg,
Now we could talk
hey,
about
I'm
it.
trying to be
Yeah.
kind. Can you? Okay, can you?
I'm gonna leave it
Yeah,
alone.
I think-
Go
I
ahead.
think-
Go.
Can you? No, somebody else can't. You're
no,
not letting
I'm gonna
anybody else
listen. I'm
speak.
listening. Go ahead.
No, you're not.
I am now.
Are you? Because the point being is, punching back doesn't always have to be physical. It can be verbally, just like we were talking about earlier before we got on set with Stephen A. Jason Whitlock. You don't have to hit back.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to hit back.
No, you don't have.
He could have just been quiet. Just so you know how many other enemies that Jason Whitlock has? A ton. None of them punch back. You know why? Because you don't want to give it that energy. You let it go. You move beyond. That's the more adult and more mature thing to do. You just move forward. You let that person keep being diabolical and evil and whatever they want to be and just as terrible as they want to be. Let them be that way. You don't have to engage in that. You don't.
No, you don't.
But yes, most people will choose to engage with it. You know why? Because most people don't have self-control. Most people do not know how to control their emotions. Most people do not have to keep themselves under composure whenever it matters the most. Whenever things start falling apart, most people choke. That's why even in sports, it doesn't matter what you're looking at. A lot of people fall apart. When the pressure gets big, the crowd gets loud.
Joe
Flacco played one bad football game out of like 20 playoff games. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
But like,
them two plays, back to back.
Yeah, I mean, that ended the game.
I know they ended the game, yeah.
Never mind. But
he was balling up to that point, though.
Never mind. I always get cut off in the middle of the point.
I'm just joking with that.
No, I roll on something and then I get cut off for something. It's not just you, it's just Greg.
No, but I get you. I do get you. We not, and everybody is not gonna
not everybody
respond.
is immature enough to sit here and say I have to respond all the time.
All the time.
You know why? Because I don't respond to people a lot. Just like, dude, even on as silly as it is, on this small YouTube channel, I get hate on some of my videos. You don't watch none of them, but it's like I get hate on the videos. If you look at the comments, people hate on me. You know what I say? Thanks for watching.
That's it.
But the hate, okay, like with that situation,
Thanks
right?
for watching.
That's it.
Yeah,
There's no need to engage
you was
because you
helpful
cannot win.
to his cause because you actually took time out to do something. So that's why I told Mike a long time ago, well, I'll get mad about it because you need haters and lovers.
You need all of it.
You need all of it because if you got a whole bunch of haters on your network doing stuff, saying stuff, then that helps you.
Yeah, but it's like,
So why I'm gonna be mad at these people being mad at me when they taking time out helping me?
No,
And
I
also-
don't think it's so
I
much
can't
of
be
being
mad about that.
at people.
No, people take insults. They take anything that's negatively said against them, and they get upset, and they feel like they have to respond. Just like if you've seen any of the videos I watched, like or commented on, a lot of these people they take any insult and they can't stop. A lot of these people can't take any like jokes or anything. They get mad and they sit there and they have to make videos and they got to go on 3-hour-long podcasts, ripping and hating on this person because they just couldn't get over it.
And plus, if you sitting here talking about people they like, that's the whole thing. You criticizing people they got love for.
Right.
So you're saying something and all of a sudden they like, oh, I can't have it. I gotta say something.
That's it.
And sometimes you really ain't even said nothing. They just
didn't get
took it that way. You know, you really like it was close enough for me to get mad.
And
so I did.
You know what situations fall under that the most?
What?
Religion.
A lot. Well, yeah. Well, that happens a lot.
Religion falls under that category because everybody, a religious person, and somebody say anything somewhat derogatory towards religion, they're gonna assume that they being anti-religion.
That's why most wars have started. It's because of religion.
Most people, most wars in this world is about religion.
Yeah, you offended my religion, and that's what led to most.
Look at this stuff going on in Gonzo down there. Do you think that it's because of that did these people come over to that festival and killing people because they was mad at them? It was a religious thing.
It's not even a religious.
No, they were just we at war.
Material.
We killing.
It's all for the purpose.
We killing them all. I mean,
honestly, it was because they felt like they were trying to take their land,
right?
Yeah,
and I'm defending my land,
but anyway,
against this land.
We're getting off of this.
Sorry,
you got to skate out of this.
But it's like I'm telling you. But now we giving all this money to these wars.
Well, that's a deeper government and American issue. I mean, which people have pretty much
been doing that.
Yeah, I mean they
funding so that way we can funding Judaism
now. What the difference is
Islamism.
They've been doing that and funding these wars and giving money up, and now you got people looking at, well, if you can do that, then why can't you help your people at home?
Yeah,
there's people right here got problems. And see, that's what somebody said something about in Chicago. You know, I might not be sympathetic with my vote this year. You know, as far as how I'm voting, you know, because a lot of black people, like, we Democrats. Mm-hmm. And see, I saw something where a lot of people in Chicago done told them, we ain't just giving our vote up no more.
No, you
You got to show us something, or we moving on.
yeah.
So, cause like I said, if you passing all these checks out, supporting all these other countries, doing all that means you got money to fix the problem right here. And you choose not to, but you want my vote and my people vote, everybody vote, and then when election, you looking for me to get you elected.
Mm-hmm. No,
But yet I ain't getting nothing in return. But you ready to come get my vote?
now I will say no. I agree with that. Now the only thing I see with it is really every side is like that. I mean, both sides like that. They're both like that. And they're both fighting for our vote because a lot of times, the minorities are what's going to decide the difference between the election. And the thing is you don't want to get to the point where you're not voting because then you're not exercising the right that so many people fought and died for of our people
to vote.
To give us the right to vote. But then it's also like you don't want our vote to constantly be taken for granted because neither side is really doing anything for it.
But
the truth is, until they actually do something, we almost shouldn't vote for either of them. Like
there's nobody
sustain.
to vote for.
Yeah. Bozo the Clown and Scooby Doo.
You can always vote independent. I mean, you can
But
do
then
that.
they never put
then we vote for who?
Then again,
Who?
in an independent
Well, there's always a
vote
runner.
is a
I
vote
know somebody
for
running.
no one.
Kanye?
I mean, he was he was independent.
He
wasn't
was. That's what I'm saying. An independent vote is a vote for no one. It's a vote
it
for
won't
nothing.
win.
No, it is,
because
they're
there
going to
will
lose.
never
Won't
be
win.
a victim.
Yeah,
You're either gonna be Democratic or Republican.
But you know what?
The Republicans gonna sell you the same story that the Democrats sell you. The Democrats gonna sell you the same story that the Republicans sell.
They like they're working together.
It's always been like
they're
that.
working together. And see, we get to a
They've been
point.
working together.
No, he just said like they were.
No, I'm just saying they've been working together.
That's
It's
what I'm
never
saying.
to accomplish
Exactly what I
anything.
said, G.
But I'm just saying it's
but the
never
whole
to
point,
accomplish
since
anything.
they've been doing that, we might be at a point. Like you said, people are starting to get tired of this. So
Oh, we've been
tired of this.
No,
that
no, hold on.
independent might be the guy.
Oh no, he's not
or the
gonna win.
woman.
No,
I'm saying that's all I'm saying.
there's
We
not
can,
enough.
I know. I'm saying I ain't saying we there.
Yeah.
But it's getting to a point. It's being talked more about not really supporting these Democrats and these Republicans like we've been doing.
I agree that,
And that's on both sides. You know, the reporters for the Republicans,
honestly,
they ain't happy with them no more than the people supporting the Democrats.
To be honest, to be 100% honest, if you true to what you say you want true opportunity, right? As an American citizen, what is it that you want? The chance to be you want fairness, right?
And
I'm asking as an individual.
Like that
No,
is
As a true
I mean,
American, what was you voting for? So if
I
you
just want to vote.
if you vote for Democratic,
I really want the economy to get better.
So how you want that to
inflation to go down? Well,
how
I
you
can live
expect
a
that to
good
happen?
life.
How you expect that to happen?
well, you hope that people fulfill their
That's what
promises.
they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's it. Like
Now, as far as I'm
who's
sitting
supposed
here
to do?
lying to
What party?
myself, believing
Greg,
life's
excuse
gonna
me,
be
Greg.
super fair.
No.
I'm
What
not ever
party-
gonna believe
what
that.
party do you believe?
None
is,
of them.
he just
I just acknowledge
and there's
all
no,
that.
and there's no point of questioning it again. He's already said it.
Yeah.
right, but when you voting, you thinking
I just said all that, G.
no, you ain't hear what I'm
No, he's saying,
asking.
like, he's saying,
What
no,
question am I asking?
Now he's
I don't know. I mean, but I think I probably done said something.
But
on
Greg,
that
no,
line.
Jay had a point earlier that once again didn't
I
let him
was
get
going to
into.
make a point. I feel like the reason why they outsource all this money to other countries and other things is because you can profit off of those situations and gain.
They get their money back.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
so,
But
like,
whenever
control.
we fix the situations internally,
no, let
there's
him
no
finish.
way to generate money back off of that.
That's exactly right.
Let me tell you what they did.
You
I'm
just handing out checks.
That's it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
explain
that
the
is it.
situation to
Yeah,
you, right?
you handing out checks.
I'm
Pay out
alone.
I'm just trying to bring you up.
Hey,
I'm
gonna give you.
You know what
I'm gonna give you
I'm
$1
just trying to
billion,
take you back.
right? But the $1 billion that I give you, you got to come and spend with my cousin over here. You got to give my cousin back the $1 billion that I just gave you because he got the military weapons company, right?
Yeah.
You need weapons to fight war. So I'm gonna loan you $1 billion. I'm giving it to you,
Yeah.
but you gonna give it back to my cousin.
Right.
But the
So
thing
that's
is-
my money.
Yeah, but they
Halliburton.
can't. Well, it's okay. It really
That's
is.
my money.
Halliburton.
It's
That's
really no
same
different
thing. They went to
than-
work.
Well, it's
And,
really no-
and you're going to tax me on it too.
And saying?
Yeah, it's no different than people paying out like it's no different than a cash bank or cash finance places handing out money to someone who can't pay back the loan.
Right.
That's really it.
And
They just
like
giving out
you
the money.
said,
We'll give it to you, but the person who they're giving it to,
I need you to spend it with me.
I can't
need you to
pass
spend
out a
that money.
check unless I know I'm gonna make some money.
No,
off of it.
unless you're
And
going to
that's
come
it.
back and give it to
yeah,
me.
it has to be
I
towards
gotta
us.
be able
But
to make
most of
some.
the time, you realize that you're still not gonna make it back. You just you don't.
And then a lot of time you write the check
We're
because you taking control.
Because
once I write this check, that mean you accept it. That mean I got say into what you're doing in your country now.
Yeah, I
so
agree with
now I got control. So I was willing to get it check up because I wanted that control.
Because most people think about it this way: if they're giving people money, it's not always for the good or the right reason. It's more or less, if I get this person money, they gonna owe me something.
Hollywood.
They're going to owe. And
government ain't no different than Hollywood.
And like they say, they giving them
ain't.
money to help them fight the war. Because I can give you $1 million, but that's $1 million. You throwing $1 million at a mug is not going. You need to go spend that money on bombs.
Well, that's what
And you know who make bombs? United States of America.
Well,
the number one bomb distribution
and they probably
company
would've just,
in the world.
They sent it to them.
Yeah.
You ain't sending them. Everything's for sale.
They sent it. Because it's just like what Saddam Hussein, they sent all them weapons over there.
He bought them.
That's
They
part of the
sent
law.
it, and they got control.
No, he bought them.
He bought them.
Well, once
from
he
a
bought
company that made goop globs of money.
Okay.
For their
But by them
stockbrokers.
taking
That's
that,
it.
that means we got say and control of what goes on over there now.
But either way, we are
That's
really
it.
going off the wagons here.
Right,
I mean,
right.
we are going way off the reservation. Did you
Okay.
have anything else?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I kind of got lost in the sauce there.
Yeah.
What were we on originally?
We were
But
talking about
no,
Sexy
but-
Red and all them.
No,
and-
I'm just telling
I
you.
don't
dog.
know anymore.
No,
What
what
we
we
talking
talking
about?
about? Honestly, what we were talking about was like what is real and what's not real.
What you talking
In
about?
Hollywood.
That's
Like
what
I
we are.
like you said, our love for Jesus, our love for hip hop, our love for money, and our love for all this stuff
Entertainment.
it has something. It is, it's we choose it. You choose, like I said, most people choose the direction that they want to go. And then again, and you know what? We will never know what our thoughts and our choices was until after we're dead.
I mean,
I could have been like Lord Jesus and all this and die and it not be that paradise.
we don't know.
We don't know.
Okay.
It's all a gamble. Everything
that's
is
you.
a gamble.
No, it's a
That's
gamble.
It's
you.
a gamble.
But it's
the truth.
It's
You
you.
can't tell me nobody that came back and said
Greg,
that this is this.
Greg, the arguments you making is the thoughts in your head
No,
and how you
it's
believe.
the truth.
Now, how you want to believe and how you want to think things to be.
What's the proof? What's the proof?
Walk by faith, not by sight.
Who said that?
I'm not even going to repeat.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So there you go.
That's again,
But Greg,
it's not true.
Hey,
We hope
no.
that's the truth.
that's true. But yeah, a lot of people do go
Hope
by
is
that.
the truth.
Yeah, that's it.
And I seen people walk by faith and fall off a cliff.
Yeah, they
and
are.
I seen people who they give a dang and shine like a light. So
Yeah.
explain that.
That means you using your vision. You don't know what they going through. You don't
But-
know how they
okay.
live. You just looking. That's just like looking at the people in Hollywood.
I seen people
I'm a
who
billionaire,
walk by faith.
but I'm sitting in my living room right now ready to kill myself.
I don't see that too often. I see more broke.
They talk about it all the time.
No. I
Robin
see
Harris,
more
how he
broke.
died? Not Robin Williams.
He was depressed.
Okay,
drug
but he had
issues.
everything.
He had drug issues.
Dude,
Deion
He was
Sanders. Okay,
He had
Deion
drug
Sanders had the
issues.
same issue.
issues. There's a lot of people. who
Dion
say-
had drug issues?
No, he was about
depression.
to kill himself
Because of what?
because of all the things
Depression.
going on in his life.
Okay,
But
then
he
that's
had
a
everything.
mental
And he
issue. He could. So who he said? He's saying, what did he say to
You
save
know who
him?
saved him? God.
That's what he chose. Now, how many people who didn't have that
But guess what?
problem.
He's still
and
here. He's still
that
here.
not here, and God didn't save them. Why couldn't God save them?
Greg, you keep trying to want people to speak for other people.
You
You speaking for
you are.
yourself.
You are.
Now, if you don't want to believe
You
in
keep saying,
God
like,
and go with what other people do,
I'm not
do it
saying-
your way.
Greg, you gotta be quiet
Do
for
it
2
your
seconds,
way and see
you
if it
keep-
worked for you. Because everybody else got their own way. So if
It
you
depends
want
on
to do
what
it,
you want.
no, you do it your way. Do
Yeah.
it exactly your way and keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's your way of thinking and your way of doing it.
Just like
that ain't mine.
No.
That ain't a lot of other people way
It
of doing
is a lot of other people.
I said, not everybody.
It's a lot of
Stop
other people.
putting everybody in the same
I
category
didn't put.
with
You
your
said it's
thinking.
not a lot of other people.
I
it
didn't
is
say
a lot of other people.
I said there ain't a lot of.
It is a lot of other
Hey,
people.
stop. This is the end of the WTB. We'll be hollering back at you. Thanks for rocking with us. Peace.
It's a lot of other people.